everybody, thank you for joining me again today. I'm Lee from thecraftyspark.co.uk, and today's video I'm going to do some blending. I haven't done blending for a long time, but this is a different kind of blending. This is my kind of blending. I don't do fragile fancy blending. I kind of do chuck it on and let it rip blending. So I'm going to be using Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Peekaboo Peach and Rich Razzleberry. Now I'll just move those out of the way. I've got, whoops, a card base with glitter on it. That's no good, is it? I've got a card base which is UK A6 size. That measures 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Now if you are in America or anywhere else that doesn't have our size cardstock, which I think is anywhere outside Europe really, doesn't matter what size you do this card because it's still going to look just as cool. Promise. Now I'm going to start with Peekaboo Peach, and I've made sure I've got plenty of ink on my ink pad, and I'm going to use one of our sponge daubers. And what I'm going to do is get lots of ink on my sponge dauber. You see where I'm wiping it all off? The ink pad, it's getting all on my dauber. And like I said, I'm just going to plop it on. Don't be scared of it, all right? Actually, I'm going to open it up just so that I don't get it on that side as well. But I'm going to start over here, and I'm just, as I said, slapping it on. Now the good thing about this sort of blending is you don't have to be all delicate, and delicate is something that I'm not always good at. I do get a bit heavy-fisted or ham-fisted. What's the word? Heavy-handed. That's what it is, isn't it? Heavy-handed and ham-fisted. Oh, gotta get that right. Right, okay, to do that edge I'm going to fold it because otherwise I'm going to be going on the wrong side of the card. So just to put a bit on there. But can you see, I've actually done it really quite intensely actually. The only place that it's not maybe as intense is where I've got to the edge, which I'm just doing a little bit lighter. And the only reason I'm doing it a little bit lighter is just to help me blend the colour. Just makes it a little bit easier, that's all. Make sure I'll make a bit when you're doing this. Right, next one, Calypso Coral we're going to go for. Again, lots of ink. Oh, look, I've got some glitter on my ink pad. Oh, never mind. Got to have a bit of glitter, haven't you? And again, starting, slapping it on. Over we go. Da-da-da-da. A little bit softer on the edge again, just to help with the blending in a minute. And can you see where I've got this nice white gap now? I can then blend that easier because I've gone light on one colour and I'm doing a little bit lighter on this colour. So that blending, you see how it goes in a bit easier. And then I'm going to push harder again on that sort of middly bit. Over to the side. I keep running out of ink just as I get to the edge there, don't I? Never mind. Again, a little bit softer where I mix the other colour, and a little bit harder in the middle, and then a little bit softer again. Whoops. See that? Smudge. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's not a problem. Right, let's do some Rich Razzleberry now. Now Rich Razzleberry is a little bit harder because obviously it's a much darker colour. So you just have to be just a little bit cautious with it. So, oh look, never mind. Just adds to the whole card experience. Oh dear. What on earth am I on about? Right. Might help if I had a bit of ink on my actual ink dauber, wouldn't it? Yeah. Ah, there we go. That's better. Much better. Right, so again, not so hard on the edge so that it just blends with the other colour a bit easier. Bit softer at the bottom again so that it'll blend with my other colour. Now you could do all sorts of shapes and patterns when you're blending like this. You could do some at an angle, you could do some at one angle, some at another angle. You could go in a kind of square shape, you know, do different squares, quarters, whatever really, whatever takes your fancy. Depends what you want to go for. In fact, I'm going to go down a bit over here because I don't really want it all in a straight line. I don't want sort of just lines. A little bit of movement going on just to give it a bit of interest. So we come up here a little bit as well, I think. Now, like I said, it is a little bit harder blending the rich raspberry because it's a darker colour. But again, don't worry if it doesn't blend right first time. Can you see how that looks a little bit like a line? When that dries, that's going to blend in much easier. Plus, you can always go over it a little bit if you need to. Right, snap that one. Now, last one. Bermuda Bay. I do like Bermuda Bay. In fact, maybe I should have done it a bit more of Bermuda Bay on there, shouldn't I? Seeing as I like the colour so much. Never mind. Nice intense colour down the bottom. Isn't it a nice bright colour? Really like this one. Again, blend it in. A little bit softer on the edge. A little bit harder in the middle. And you can really play about with these colours. Any mix of colours. You could do 2 colours in stripes. You could do 3 colours. You could do 4 like I'm doing. Whatever you fancy really. It's one of those do whatever you like sort of cards. Now, let's just blend that corner in a bit there. See, that does look a bit lined, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is just get my rich raspberry that's near enough run out of ink. I want to make sure it hasn't got hardly any ink on it. So if I rub lots off, and then I can just blend that in a little bit more, like that. See? I think I might go up a little bit with that one as well. You see how you can go back over it and just blend it a bit more. Blends in better. There we go. There. Right, now this one has got quite a lot of the rich raspberry on it. And it looks quite dark as well because it's not dried yet. This is one that I did a bit earlier, which has got more of the Bermuda Bay at the bottom. And can you see the difference in tone? Shade? Tone? Can't remember what it's called. You know what I mean. How much darker this one is to this one. This will dry. This will dark, the same one as this one. This one will dry very much like this one. Okay, promise. Except obviously this has got a bit more of the Bermuda Bay on it. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to blend that there a little bit more. Let's get a bit more ink off of this. Because I have put rather a lot on there, haven't I? I'm actually going to send this card to one of my friends later. So that's it. That's good. I like that. I like that. Now, I couldn't decide what to put on the card. So, hang on a minute. I've left them over the other side of the room. Forgot the die cuts. Did I drop one? I've dropped one. Hang on, hang on, hang on. It's on the floor. There we go. Found it, found it. What I've done is I have used, let me show you. Where are they? Can't seem for looking. Oh, there they are. Look. Sunshine Wishes. See this set here? It actually coordinates with the Sunshine Wishes stamp set as well. Sunshine Sayings, sorry, Sunshine Sayings, Sunshine Wishes Thinlits Dies, Sunshine Sayings stamp set. That's the word, stamp set. So I've used this one, Sunshine Wishes Thinlits. It's on page 194 of your catalogue, £24 if you would like to buy it. Have a look in there, you'll find it. Whoop, let me just close that, move that out of the way. Right, going back to our cards then. I couldn't decide how I was actually going to do these two. So I cut some Dazzling Diamond Glimmer paper, a lovely white sparkly paper, because I thought I could do that one like that. And I quite like this one as well, look. Like that. What do you think? See how that background just makes that white glimmer paper just pop out and explode on you? Isn't it lovely? That's very pretty. Right. Oh, let me just grab some glue. Now I'm going to hope that these words will stick on, especially on this one. I know this one will, but I'm not so sure about this one because the ink's a little bit wet. So I'm just going to put just a couple of spots of ink on. That was way too much on that bit. I should have a bit of paper somewhere. There we go. So if you put too much glue on, it's all going to squelch out the sides. Ideally, using your fine tip glue would be a good idea. Or you could even dab your glue on with one of your daubers. That's another good idea. Something I do sometimes is I actually spread the glue on the back of my hand and then just touch the die cut, and it's a really fine die cut, into the glue. I'm not going to do it today though, because I'll get in a mess. Every time I do it, I get in a mess. So rather than getting in a mess, I'm going to try and be tidy. Something I'm not very good at, but I'll do my best. There we go. If I just spread it out a bit. That's better. Right. Whoop, come here, word. So, just there, I think. Whoop, moved it about. Shouldn't have moved it. There we go. And just a few little dabs on here. Seriously, if you've got fine tip glue, so much easier. I have got fine tip glue, except it's run out. I suppose that means I haven't got fine tip glue, doesn't it? I haven't got fine tip glue because it's run out. If you've got it though, definitely be using it. Because it does make your life much easier. There we go. Okay, that will stick, I know. We just need to coax it a little bit. Alright, so that's that one. Now this one, let's try not to get so much glue on the word. These big words are all the rage at the moment, aren't they? And they do look so cool. I really like them. Now I'm going to put this quite close to the bottom, roughly in the middle. You could measure it if you wanted to. I'm very lazy, don't measure anything. Well, other than when I'm cutting a card base, obviously, or doing a class. That you do have to measure. If you don't measure that, you end up in all sorts of trouble. Right, a little bit on our butterfly. Flutter by butterfly. What way up does it go? That way, doesn't it? I'm going to put that just there. There you go. So there's two cards. Very easily done, very easily blended. I hope you enjoyed that. Everything that you need to make these cards, if you want to have a go yourself, will be on the blog post that goes with this video. If you have a look in the bump bit under the video, you'll see the link for the blog post. So just click the link and it will take you through, and then you'll be able to see everything you need and hopefully make your own. If I can help you with anything, just let me know. Otherwise, in the meantime, I will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.